Alright, so apparently this has been a day of videos. I've taken a bunch, but I just had this idea that I think I'm gonna do. And so I decided to document it, and maybe I'll post it tomorrow. So if you're seeing this online, I posted it. It is 11:30. Wow, that's insane. I'm checking it out on my new clock. I told Dwayne I needed a clock for getting ready in the morning. Which way do I go? And so he surprised me with a clock. We've been really trying to we've been buying a lot of things used, like on OfferUp in different places, because we love things with history and things that are made well. Like, things nowadays are just a lot of crap and break. Anyway, this is not the point of my video. Okay, I am going to not have animal products for a month starting tomorrow. I guess technically that's vegan, or you could say plant-based. I'm trying to not, and I don't want to say trying, I am not generally using labels, just because I feel like labels make you feel boxed in. And in general, my philosophy has been like, I'm basically doing this, but if I want something else, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna make a decision, and if I want to do it. But with this, I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a challenge, and to see what I feel like, and what comes of a month of being totally just on plants. Mostly not processed. I won't put any rule on that right now. But I've been, so starting in November, to give you a little backstory, starting in November, we just, like, Dwayne and I both are just on this journey of life, a lot of spiritual stuff, both just trying to be the very best, not trying. It's so annoying. Tony Robbins says, like, when you're in a chair and you stand up, you don't try to stand up, you just stand up. And so that's what you should do with everything in your life. And so I really, not because of Tony Robbins, but just in everything, I'm not trying. Anyway, I digress again at 11:30 at night. We were going through a lot of spiritual stuff, just life, and learning a lot about energy and how everything around us is energy, everything we see is energy. The world is energy. And so we realized, like, we really got to get rid of the animals, because when you're eating animals, it's just lowering your energy. You're killing something. And I've known that I was really meant to be a vegetarian pretty much my whole life. I've really, always hated touching, raw chicken especially. I got really good at doing it. I actually am a really good cook, and I love creating different things, but I now have a new challenge of learning how to cook differently. So that started in November. Very last thing was, I had a cheesesteak with one of the little girls I take care of, I have been taking care of for many years, at Jimmy's. I feel like, it's blasphemous. I'm in Philadelphia, but the place on South Street, Jim Steaks. I had never been there before, and that's one of her favorite restaurants. So we went and shared a cheesesteak, and that was the end of meat. So I've had a little bit of fish since then, like once in a while shrimp. I probably had some kind of meat at some point, because in the beginning we didn't realize that egg rolls have meat. Now I know an egg roll is not a good choice, but baby steps. Everything's coming and going. So in general, I eat super healthy, and then sometimes I eat super not healthy. So tonight we had boxed macaroni and cheese for dinner, which, I actually feel sick. But in the moment it was pretty darn delicious and sodium filled. So here we go. I've had enough of that for now, and I was washing the dishes, and some stories about vegans came up, and I was just like, I think I'm gonna do it and see how I feel. Dwayne and I were also just talking about, what are we gonna eat for this week? Mostly we've just been kind of like doing our own thing, and I juice in the morning. So we both have at least 2 juices, a 16 ounce, actually more than that, like 20 to 24 ounces of celery juice first thing on an empty stomach. We don't eat for 30 minutes after to let it really work. And then I usually make some kind of mixed juice for later in the day. It's been like beets, carrots, apples, celery, cucumber, lemon, turmeric, some kind of mixed greens, spinach or chard or kale, parsley and cilantro. Maybe that's it. And then sometimes I throw in wild blueberries just because I don't know, just throwing it in. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is just the beginning. But I just thought I'd track it and talk about it and say what I'm eating each day and kind of just keep this as like a journal for myself. And anybody who wants to come along on the journey and wants to talk about their own journey, let's do it. I've really just, everything is about being the best version of yourself and feeling the best. And so far, so started November, no meat, but then I've kind of gone through stages. Somewhat recently, I found the medical medium, which is when I started the celery juice. Don't exactly know when that was, maybe 2 months ago. And in there, I first got totally overwhelmed because he talks about like mostly eating plants, but he doesn't say you can't eat meat. He just says mostly eat plants. Anthony Williams is the medical medium, and he has 4 or 5 books now. And it just resonated with me, especially with the celery juice. Some of it was too extreme, and I just, again, kept myself at the place that I'm not following any rules. I'm just getting ideas, input, whatever resonates, and whatever doesn't, that's fine. But then over time, somehow, like, I've set that aside without the pressure, but I, like, started reading other things and just, like, experimenting myself. And I was really leaning towards a raw vegan diet, in like lifestyle, not like I'm not trying to lose weight. I don't have any goals in that way. I just want to feel the very best that I can feel. Anxiety, pressure, like to perform, like all of those nervous issues, I know can be handled through diet. TMJ, I've had clicking in my jaw for a number of years now, about 7, I guess. And it's definitely way, way, way better, especially coconut oil. I'm going to pull that out for tomorrow because when I oil pull in the morning, I use the refined, which I don't think has much difference than the unrefined. I cannot stand the taste of like coconut oil, so I go for that. But anyway, I know that diet can help so many things. It really is medicine. I truly believe that. And so I'm a little unfocused here. Yeah, I'm gonna do a month, not raw, but probably mostly. I mean, I really found my good routine so far. So in doing that, I was drinking celery juice in the morning, and then I was making some kind of a fruit salad in the morning, like once I got to work or right before I left for work, that would have frozen wild blueberries and then some other kind of like smoothie fruits. So like maybe mango or strawberries or pineapple. And then I would chop up some dates. Sometimes I would also chop up some nuts, some walnuts or cashews, and sprinkle those on top. We'd also usually chop up an apple because that just added like some crunch and substance, and mix that all up and kind of eat it like cereal, which the dates and the nuts kind of really made it feel that way. Maybe I'm just changing, I don't know. I have eaten cereal lately though, and it still has the same kind of feel, like you're in a bowl with a spoon, crunch. So I would do that, or I would put it all in the blender and make a smoothie. And then lunch, I was eating like a big salad. And that was like, I'm retraining my palate very intentionally. I am just putting a lot of stuff in there, and I'm going to eat it, whether I love it or not. And Medical medium really suggests to go low fat and to just limit like even olive oil and stuff until at least the afternoon. So that's why I don't even always do nuts in the morning. If I do, sometimes I'll like rearrange what times of the day I do different things, but try to keep the nuts and any kind of oils for the evening or the afternoon, and fruits as much as possible in the morning, just to give my body time to process all of those carbs. But that big salad, I would just have like greens and carrots and tomatoes and peppers and sometimes avocado, just like a whole bunch of stuff, and then just like lemon juice, which sounds insane and gross. And in the beginning, maybe it was a little, but it's not anymore. It's, it's not delicious yet, but I'm getting there. And it feels good. Like the colors just make me feel good. Like the more colorful the salad is, when I look at it and I know it's going in and it's making me like grow and change and feel amazing, and it's feeding my brain and it's fueling my gut to get rid of stuff I don't need, it just feels awesome. So yeah, I've slipped a little bit and I've been eating a lot of crap. I mean, when I say crap, I mean like cookies and muffins and soft pretzels from Wawa and all kinds of stuff. Ice cream. John's Water Ice has delicious ice cream. If you like ice cream, 8th and Christian, Philadelphia, delicious. So I've gone there at least once a week for the last couple weeks. But I've been feeling amazing because I'm still eating all the vegetables, and that's my thing. Like if I eat something like that, I still have to eat whatever I was supposed to eat. So I have to drink my juice, and I need to eat the salad if I was supposed to eat the salad, and it's like counteracting it. It's like some crazy stuff. And so I'm still like, I can feel a little bit of like bloating today. Like we had the macaroni and cheese, but in general, it's been making me feel amazing and have more energy. And so my waking up in the morning and doing yoga and like adding, like every day I kind of been adding some more just different movement, and I can really feel that. And so you put all that together and I just feel amazing. So sorry for the bouncy camera. If you watched, yay, thanks. And I'd love to hear about your journey. Either like send me links to your page or put stuff in the comments, and we'll see where this goes. I think I'll probably put it on YouTube and probably on Facebook, although it's 12 minutes, so YouTube will probably be better. And yeah, have an awesome life.